Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Macgirl25 Antonietta. So we're going to be doing Saturday favorites today. So, I can't believe March is almost done. Like, we have one more week of March and then we're into my birthday month, which is April. So I'm actually really excited for that. I have quite a few things to show you, so I'm just going to jump right in. So, first off, I've, talked about this before, my Vaseline Total Moisture Cocoa Radiant body cream. This is one of my favorite body lotions. Comes out in a thick cream consistency like this, but when you apply it to your body, it's so deep moisturizing without any greasiness, and that's what I like about it. Here in Canada, our first day of spring was yesterday or the day before. Maybe it was the day before, I don't remember, but anyways, it's still cold here. Like, we still are minus 10-degree weather. So my skin gets really dry, and I always use a body cream to bring my skin back to life, especially my hands. My hands tend to get the driest because I'm always working with my hands. I'm always at the desk. I'm always at the office. The office is really dry, so I use always a body moisturizer and a hand lotion, one or the other. I really love this. Very affordable. You can get it at any drugstore. They're under $5. Even Walmart carries them, so these are really easy to find. You can even get these in the bigger tube with a pump. I'm pretty sure Walmart carries those as well, probably at a decent price, so it lasts you longer. But I got these as a gift for Christmas in a set of two. So this is the first one I'm using this year, but I've used this before and I love it. So my concealer I've been using is my Nacc Select Cover Up, and this has been my go-to my go-to concealer since I was in high school. In high school, obviously, I didn't have as darker bags or circles under my eyes, so this was a sheer enough cover-up that is buildable if you want full coverage. I still use this. I used to find that it creased on me, and then I figured out that I had to set the concealer with a very finely milled under eye powder, and ever since I haven't had any creasing problems. But I have to say, this is not full coverage. Even if you do build it up, it still doesn't give you a full coverage. Like, it gives you full coverage, but it's not as full as what you would get with the MAC Pro Longwear or the MAC Studio Fix Concealer. So, if you really want a cake kind of concealer, this is not what it's going to give you. This is going to give you a more satiny, natural finish under your eyes, so it actually looks just like your skin. I really do love this. This is like probably I want to say like my third or fourth tube of it, and it's very liquidy. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's very liquidy in consistency, and when you rub it in, there is coverage there, and it's very moisturizing, so you're not having to worry about lack of moisture. But it's very light at the same time, so you can tell that, you can't really tell it's there, but it is very light. You can build it up if you need to. I only build it up if I'm desperate. I'm actually I think about here, so I'm finishing this little guy up. I have so many other concealers that I'm dying to try and use from other brands as well, so I'd like to get to use those eventually. So I'm trying to get through this one, and I do enjoy it. It's been my fave since high school, and not that I can't seem to part with it, but it brings back high school memories, I guess you could say. So I've been really loving this. I've been using it every day, even throughout the winter time. I think this is a great choice in the winter time, only because it's very hydrating, this type of concealer. Because it's so light and it is a bit more on the liquid side, it's got a little bit more water in it, so when you do apply it, it does give you a little bit of moisture in your under eye area, which is a bonus too, because sometimes I forget to put on my under eye cream in the morning, and even when I don't put on my under eye cream with this, it does just as good. So really loving this. MAC concealers I think range between $16 to $23 around there, so that that's not your price point, that's just an FYI. Okay, so my foundation. I haven't really been using a lot of foundation this week. I think I used foundation maybe 2 or 3 times. When I'm in a rush and I don't want to use a heavy foundation, I just want something to give me decent coverage with a powder. I'll go for my Studio Fix powder with my BB cream, and I'm out the door. But the last, I would say 3 days, I've been using a foundation that I had in my stash and I loved last year, and then I put it away and I totally forgot about it. I did a full review on this last May-June time frame, I would say, and it is the MAC Studio Sculpt foundation in SPF 15, and I am in the shade NW35. It's a gel consistency, so I don't know if you guys are going to see this, but when it comes out, it's a very thick gel consistency. And to be honest, I don't know what it is about this, but I love how this blends into my skin. It's very cooling when you apply it, and it's not sticky, it's not greasy. You saw that I just blended it into my skin. You can't even tell I'm wearing it. It's such a great match to my skin tone right now. It comes a 40 milliliter, which is 1.3 fluid ounces. It's actually not that bad. This, when I think I used this, how many times have I used this? I went through 2 bottles of these previous to this one. And this tube, when I wore it every day, lasted me for a year. A whole year. So this amount can last you a whole year, even if you use it every day. If you don't use it every day, then it'll last you definitely a lot longer. But I love this. This is always one of my go-to foundations when I know that I want something that is not too matte, not too luminous. It's just in the middle, and I think this is what that does, is that you don't get too much of a luminous effect, and you don't get a horrible matte drying effect to it. This is somewhere in the middle that is great on my skin. I'm wearing it today. I have a little bit of powder on top of it, but it's not too much. And I just love it. It does not, I don't find that it transfers as much as some of my other foundations do, and that's also a bonus, because I know that when you're wearing a foundation on your face, obviously you bring it down your neck. If you're wearing a scarf or something like a sweater that's, you know, high up in the wintertime, because obviously it's cold out, you don't want to like die of pneumonia, you'll notice some of the transfer of makeup, and I noticed that this doesn't do that as much as some other foundations that I've used. I think this goes for about $38 to $40 at your local MAC counter. It's worth it, guys. I'm telling you, if you want that in the middle finish, this is the perfect option for you guys. Yes, it's high end, but it's so worth it, and you won't have to repurchase it for a long time because it does last quite a while. So I've been loving that. Sticking with the face routine, when I take off my makeup, and it is coming to the time of the month for me where I get my hormonal breakouts in and around my chin area. I've been loving my Proactive Refining Mask as my spot treatments. I actually used this last night and slept with it all across my chin. Woke up this morning and rinsed it off, and I noticed a significant difference to what my skin was doing last night. I get hormonal breakouts every month. Doesn't matter what month it is. It's around that specific time of every month. I always get a party on my face, in and around my chin area and my jawline. These are all hormonal for me. And right away when I start to notice it get really bad, I will stick this as a spot treatment on to try and reduce the amount of redness, amount of oil that's coming through those really nasty pimples, whiteheads, all that kind of stuff. And it worked. It does work. I had a smaller bottle of this, and I finished that, and then I went to go purchase the larger bottle, and this is the larger bottle here, 2.5 ounces, which is about 70 grams. It's, I don't know, you can tell the size of from my eyebrow to my chin. I don't use this as a full face mask. You could if you wanted to, but because it's so expensive, Proactive is very, very expensive. I think this was close to $40 retail, maybe 35. I don't even remember. I think it was in between the $30 and $40 range. I just don't want to have to waste it on my whole face if I know that my most problematic area is, you know, my chin area. That's where I concentrate using it. Or I do spot treatments. So, I mean, if I notice like a random breakout here or here or here, I'll just put a dab on where the actual breakout is, and it'll dry out, you know, overnight when I sleep on it. But I've been loving this. I know it's expensive, but it does work. If you use it for only spot treating, it does last you a long time. So I would definitely recommend you guys checking this out if you guys have any acne issues. If you think that, you know, you're breaking out in areas that you just are not comfortable with, your confidence is dropping because of it, definitely check out the Proactive Refining Mask. I have tried their Proactive skincare routine, like the 3-step. I'm not really fond of the skincare 3-step. The only thing that I love out of that 3-step is the cleanser and the cream, the face cream at the end. I don't like the toner. The toner is way too strong. It burned my face, and you know what? That's a whole other video. But I really do love the Proactive Refining Mask because it does wonders, and I really do enjoy it. So if you guys have some concerns, I would definitely go and pick this up and give it a try, because I'm telling you, you would thank me, honestly. Moving on to eyes, I'm gonna go with my brows. So, you know, you guys know that I was using my Lancome brow pencil with the Anastasia brow brush. Well, you know, I keep seeing everyone and their mother talk about the Anastasia dip brow pomade, so I ended up going to pick it up, and that's what I'm wearing today. So the shade that I'm wearing is chocolate. It was about $23. That's what chocolate looks like, and chocolate is on my eyebrows today. And to be honest, guys, they rave about it for good reason, because I absolutely love the way my eyebrows come out every time I use this baby. I did not buy the Anastasia brow brush that can go with it, because it was like $25, $26. I'm like, what the hell? All I did was I used something in my stash. I have the e.l.f. small angled brush, so it looks like this. Which is perfect because I used this to apply the dip brow, and as you guys can see, it does the same exact thing as, you know, that $26 brush would. So if you guys don't want to go and buy the brush, I wouldn't. I would just get one e.l.f. angled small brush that's like $1 or $2. Pick up the dip brow pomade for $23, and you're good to go. You don't have to go and dish out a lot of money on an actual brow brush. I love it. It lasts all day, doesn't smear, doesn't transfer. You don't even need, to be honest, you don't even need a brow gel with this if you don't want to. And that is the honest to God truth. My brows don't move when I wear this. They don't move. And I don't wear brow gel. So I've been loving it. I get compliments when I'm out. Oh, you know, your brows look great. What do you use? ever since I started using this. So, been loving this. I am so glad that I picked it up. In the container it says it's about 4 grams, which is 0.14 ounces, and you get a lot of product. You get a lot of product for what you pay for, so you don't need a lot to apply to your brows. Like, as you can see, guys, I've been using this all week long, and that's the only thing that I've used. It's because you don't need a lot of product when you apply this particular item on your brows. So because you don't need a lot, it's going to last you a long time, and for the amount you paid for, it's a bonus, right? So love my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I don't know what I would do now without it, because this is now what I go to when I want a really defined brow. I still use my Lancome brow pencil when I want a softer look, but when I'm looking for a more defined brow like I have today, this is what I go for. Been loving it. So I haven't been using a lot of eyeshadow this week, and it's because I've been lazy, to be honest. I've been totally lazy. Like, today's the first day I actually am wearing my Narcissist palette pretty much all week long, because I've just been so busy with my full-time job that I get up, I do a simple face of makeup, and I'm out the door. My simple face of makeup for eyes includes my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which I've been telling you guys I use every week, because you know what, I've been seriously, like, enjoying this thing. So you can tell, guys, there's a little bit of a dip in there, and it's because I've been using it every day as a base, or on its own. I used it as a base today, and I just love it. My favorite brush to apply the product is my Sigma Precision Angled P84. So my Sigma Precision Angled P84. This comes in a precision kit, which I do own. Love that kit from Sigma. Their bristles are so soft, so when you're using this over your eyes or under your eyes, the bristles are so soft, you're not feeling like you're poking yourself with it, which is what I love. So I've been really loving to use this particular brush with this product all over the lid and slightly underneath the eye. This is my go-to every day when I don't want to wear shadow and do, like, you know, spend time on doing an eye look. This is what I go to as a fast put me together sort of thing. If I feel like I want to add a little something to my lids after I apply the paint pot, what I've been reaching for is, and this is so dirty, guys, I'm so sorry, it's my Marcel eyeshadow in Angel Dust. This is what it's called. So it's Angel Dust, and it's very, very light, very, very not shimmery. It's a satin finish, so it's very light. When you apply it, it's very light, nothing too strenuous. Been loving it. I don't use this too often, but when I do, it's just to put a little slight wash of color over the lid, just so that I'm not always using just the paint pot on its own, and I've been loving it. I had a more neutral shadow from this line. Unfortunately, the shadow discontinued, so once I finished that shadow, like last year, I couldn't repurchase it again. But that shadow I repurchased twice, because I finished the first one, and then I went back and got the second one, and I finished the second one. So now this is the only shadow left I have from this particular line in this packaging, and I do enjoy these type of shadows because they're just simple for day looks and, you know, quick looks out the door. Been loving it, and by the way, these are drugstore, so if you ever happen to see the Marcel brand, go check out their eyeshadows because they're pretty good. Next, lippies. You see me in a bright lip today because I haven't worn a bright lip all week long. Pretty much, yeah. I've been rocking more of the nude during the week because of work. I'm using a bright lip for filming right now, but I haven't been all week long. What I've been using is, sometimes I'll use my MAC Myth, which is just a simple nude to mute out your lips. So there's that. Then I will, if I don't feel like wearing Myth, I'll use MAC's Half and Half, which is a little bit darker. It's a darker nude. See how dark that is? But it's on the pinkier side. And if I want it to be a little more glossy, I'll add my Whitening Lightning Nude Lip Gloss. So, it's bloody light. So there's the nude lip gloss. I top it off with either one and I'm out the door. So those are the lipsticks I've been using pretty much all week long, topping each one off with the Whitening Lightning Nude Lip Gloss. The lip gloss is very, very comfortable to wear, not sticky. You do have to reapply if you do eat or you drink because it does transfer. So it's not very long wearing, but I think it's worth reapplying because it just is the perfect nude color that I just love it. And I know a lot of YouTubers enjoy using as well. So love that gloss. Lastly, what's on my nails? I've been rocking, again, nude nails. I broke a nail last week, so I try and keep my nails nude until they are pretty much close to the same length. In the beginning of the week, I was wearing OPI, the Brazil collection, Don't Bossa Nova Me Around. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see, Don't Bossa Nova Me Around. Then at the end of the week, which is what I'm wearing right now, is the Essie Ladylike polish. So that's what this one looks like on my nails. So it's a nude mauvey pink. I know it's not too summery or spring, but I'm just trying to get my nails to grow back, well, one nail to grow a little longer so that they're similar in length. And then I'll probably start again with the brights. So that's what this one looks like. That is the two I've been wearing this week. And guys, that's it. I finished my Saturday favorites. I know that was a lot, but those are the things that I've been gravitating towards all week long, so I had to share them with you. I hope you liked the video. Please comment down below, rate, and subscribe. Subscribing is free, guys, so I really would appreciate your support on subscribing to my channel, watching my videos. Don't get me wrong, I do subscribe back. It may take me some time to subscribe back because I don't always log into YouTube and check my subscriber list, only because it's a very busy time of year for me at my job, so I'm constantly working. But when I do get the chance to log in, I always, do a run through of my list of subscribers and I subscribe back. So please do subscribe. It is free. I do subscribe back eventually once I get to it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below on if you want to see a nail care routine. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.